Last session, last video. It's been a joy to be a small part of what God's been doing in your midst throughout this study. I've taught many of you more than once, and I imagine that means I've probably taught on Revelation 21. It is my favorite passage in the whole Bible, and it just beautifully punctuates all that God has promised us. And it's a fitting way, I think, to end the study. You would have looked at it some in your study of week 8. But as I was thinking about just like final thoughts, I wanted to leave you with it. So here is Matthew 21, verses 1 through 5. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the dwelling place of God is with man. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them as their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more, neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. And he who was seated on the throne said, Behold, I am making all things new. Also he said, Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. Let's use our imaginations for just a moment and imagine that Joseph and all of his family are together in this New Jerusalem. Now, I recognize that it's possible that not all of Joseph's brothers are with him in glory, but we're just going to set that conversation aside for now and just imagine they are. They knew who the one true God was, and they were part of Israel, the children of promise. So let's just imagine that they're together in this New Jerusalem together. You know what's not with them? There's no more crying. There's no more sin of favoritism that we saw so pervasive in their story. There's no more jealousy. There's no more deceit, because there's no more sin. There's no rehearsing of grievances. There's no shame for what the brothers had done to their brothers. There's not the just overwhelming grief that their dad experienced at the presumed loss of his son, loss of his wife, all of that. It's not there. It's not with us. And it won't be there with you either. So I'm mindful that you've had pain points in your heart related to your family throughout this study. For many of you, I'm going to assume it is something to do with your marriage. Marriage is hard, right? And there's things that God could wave a magic wand and fix, but he hasn't. I'm confident many of you have adult children who are not walking with the Lord, and that causes deep grief, fractured relationships with your parents, with your siblings. I could go on and on. And God is working in all of those things, and it's good and wise to ask him to intervene and to heal and to correct and to reconcile. And he may. Some of you may have seen miraculous healings and work in the 8 weeks of this study. But if he doesn't, you can know that he will. Those things have a very short lifespan. It doesn't feel short because it might be the span of our entire life on earth. But they do have a limited lifespan. And God is right now preparing a place for us where there is no sin. If we kept reading to Revelation 22, we'd get the restoration of the Garden of Eden. No more sin, and therefore none of sin's repercussions. They're not going with us to glory. And that's where we really got to put our hope. Yes, God is at work in our families. Yes, as you've learned over and over, there is an opportunity for redemption in every family. But if he chooses not to heal those things this side of glory, it doesn't mean he's chosen not to heal them. He will heal them. And we are a part of a forever family with people from every tongue, tribe, and nation who will be united under the banner of his love in perfect unity. And it won't be long now. So that's where I'd like us to put our hope.